Hello, Scorpio. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Tarot Grand Lux by Cyril Marchetti. Website is usgamesinc.com. Hopefully that focuses. Feel free to freeze frame on that if you want that. Of course, Supportive Oracle Cards. You Are Clairvoyant Oracle Cards by Belinda Grace. Illustrations by Aline Marzin. There's a website in the back here, rockpoolpublishing.com.au. A as an apple, use an umbrella. Okay, Doc A. What do we have for Scorpio? Remove those dice over a little bit. Alright, just because things are staying the same doesn't mean you can't have fun with it. What does that mean? Just because things are staying the same doesn't mean you can't have fun with it. So I get all these travel cards. Got Life Journey here and all the other stuff. You got the Three of Wands here. What else do you have? Openness, which I didn't realize it said openness at first. I thought this was somebody walking out the door here. It doesn't feel like this is new. This does not feel new to me. This feels like somebody who comes in and out all the time. It almost, maybe it's like a friend that they're here for a while, you see a lot of them, then poof, they're gone. And then they come back, you see a lot of them, and poof, they're gone. This could be a relative. This could easily be a relative. For some of you, for somebody, I definitely feel a mom energy here. A mom that just kind of breezes in, breezes out. Very free, very free. I don't know. This is normal for you, but this feels like when I'm looking at this from your side, it's this situation. The other side is very unpredictable, but it's kind of like you're looking at this like, I can respect random, but the way this is random, I don't really care for it. It feels like however the other person is random, it puts you in a spot where you have to take up most of the responsibility. And Scorpio can handle responsibility. That's not the point. The point is, it's kind of like we should either the other person is the one who should have the responsibility, or it should be shared, one of the two. It's kind of like, because I like the situation the way it is and I don't want it to change, I take the responsibility to keep it where I want it to be. It's either you shouldn't have the responsibility or you should be sharing it, one of the two. But in this case, to keep it going, you have all the responsibility. I keep getting that. It's not about if you can do it. That I don't think that has anything to do with it. It's not that. It's about where it should be versus where it is. 17 is the Star card, and then the 10 of Cups. To keep other people happy and keep things going for other people, that makes complete sense to me. Scorpio would do that. I don't want other people that I love to get the repercussions of this, so I'm going to take care of it because I care about them. The person who's supposed to, they're just not doing what they're supposed to, but I'm not going to let the people I care about suffer because of that. And I feel like you keep a lot of fun in it for other people. I'm noticing that too, which is very interesting. You do seem to keep things in perspective. You try to make it as fun as possible. I'm not going to say that it's fun all the time. I don't think that that's realistic. But I feel like you try to keep as much fun in it as possible. Whatever's going on here, you try to keep an uplifted energy as much as you can. I mean, you're human and you do get frustrated. I mean, that's just how it's going. But I feel like you could walk away from this, and I feel like they're reminding you, yes, you could always, you could change how this goes if you want to. You are the one who's deciding not to move on from it. Technically, you can easily do that. You have other things that are waiting for you. The Two of Cups fell out when I was shuffling. And I feel like that's in question. Like, is this a mutual respect problem? Whoever you're picking up the pieces for, because I feel like you're doing somebody else's responsibility. I keep getting that. Either partially or totally. Either half of it should be yours and you're doing yours and theirs, or it shouldn't be yours at all. One of the two. It's either partial or total responsibility should not be yours. And I feel like it's coming down to not self-respect. I don't think that's correct. I feel like it's more about the respect the other person has for the situation. Maybe that's what we're really looking at here. So whatever this is, it's not so much the respect they have for you or even the other people involved, or is it the other people involved? I keep getting like some type of parent connection here, which I'm trying to understand. What is the parent connection? Let's just solve that with the dice. The sun card's a good card, right? But I don't like it right now. Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles and the Sun card, like explaining what the problem is. They want what they want. They don't seem to care what other people want. They're chasing their Sun card. They're chasing what they want. This is somebody chasing their dreams and just walking away from responsibilities. This is somebody who fails to pay the rent or fails to do their part in like a situation. This is somebody, for example, who has children, but instead of making sure the children that they help create are taken care of, they're off chasing their dreams, thinking that's more important. Could be. Take it with a grain of salt. I feel like for those of you that came this far, you know if that hits or not. So, take it with a grain of salt. Random energy, unreliable, does not seem to be changing. Does not seem to be changing. Whatever this situation is, I feel like this is like, it's kind of like, I feel like what they're highlighting here is like you're taking on all the responsibility anyway. Maybe it's time to make this your situation. Because I feel like you're going to own this. You don't seem to own it totally right now, but I feel like they're saying, but you could. And since you're doing it all anyway, and you're not going to give up, I don't see you giving up. The choice isn't to walk away, because I think I was thinking that was maybe what they were saying. Like you're not, because I keep feeling you're not going to walk away, but the choice is to take full ownership and just make it yours. Whatever this is to change things over and to tell this person you're not doing your side anyway. You're not doing your part anyway. You're not reliable. I understand being random, but you're just flat out irresponsible. Whoever this person is, they're just flat out irresponsible. And you're like, there's a difference between being random and being irresponsible. Because Scorpio is very, in my opinion, what I've seen of Scorpio, they take care of their responsibilities. They need something needs to get done. They say they're going to do it. It gets done in their own time, the way they need to do it, but it does get done. This other energy is just irresponsible. And I feel like they're saying maybe it's time to take it out of their hands and just permanently make it yours because you're doing all the work anyway. And by pulling it over to your side, I feel like there's something about this kind of like, I'm afraid that this other energy is just going to flat out disappear, but it kind of isn't there anyway. And it does give you more power. Because I feel like they're saying that is your life journey, to take complete control at some point. You can hold off for a while, but it's time for you to take complete control. There's this outcome you want. See, this is the question card. I feel like this is real. There's this outcome you want where you'd like it to go better. You're looking for a better outcome. I just don't feel... It's a general read, so take it with a grain of salt. I just don't feel like the better outcome is really a reality. I think you have a good heart, whoever this is connecting to this, but it's time for you to take the reins and let the other person do what they got to do. Pull in your full strength and make this yours is what I keep getting from it. In fact, let's do a little bit more. This is something that I don't feel like you want to do it this way, but they're saying you're doing it this way. You are actually doing it this way. It's just not technically in your control or something like that. 10 of Pentacles and the Judgment. Judgment is kind of like waiting for you to choose it. Once you take full ownership of it, it's better for everybody else. And you will get used to it. It's not so much about the work. It has nothing to do. I keep getting that. The work and when you get done, like you're clearly able to do that. It's about the part that you would have to get used to is the other person, whoever was supposed to have the responsibility or partial responsibility, seems to be just gone. Just gone. And it's kind of like you can't control this other person, and they're not going to take that responsibility. They're just never going to own it the way they need to. It's just not going to happen. And this situation does get a lot stronger, does get a lot better. Things stabilize. I feel like the confusion, there's something about this energy popping in and out that creates some discord that goes away. It stabilizes things very, very much. I just feel like this is not your ideal outcome. It's not really what you want. You want the other person to step up and finally own their responsibility. I just don't feel like that's going to happen. It's a general read. Take it with a grain of salt. Take it with a grain of salt. I think that's it for what I have for this one. All right. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below with the same email. Thank you again for watching, and have a great day.